The Adventures of Beekle, The Unimaginary Friend by Dan Suntat. I used this the first time I read it, and I used Post-it notes to write down some questions that I had. So you might see some Post-its popping up in this book. The first one was, why is his name Beekle? Who is Beekle? It won an award for the pictures, so I'm interested to see the pictures in this book. Ooh. The Adventures of Beekle, The Unimaginary Friend. He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. My question here was, how does he get picked? Every night, he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights, and I put, what happens once someone picks his name? But his turn never came. His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable. He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things. But thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. Until he reached the real world. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake. No one stopped to hear the music. And everyone needed nap time. Then he finally saw something familiar. So he followed. He had a good feeling about this place. But he looked everywhere, and he could not find his friend. He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. Wonder who his friend is. But no one came. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello! Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that felt just right. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had made a friend before, but after a little while, they realized they were perfect together. He says, hee hee, tee tee tee, and she said, Alice. And he has a question mark. And then she says, Beekle? I'm Beekle. Hi, Beekle. Beekle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks. They told funny jokes. The world began to feel a little less strange. And together, they did the unimaginable.